Question takes center stage at the Supreme Court. How far can the government go in regulating political content on social media? The justices will hear arguments today about whether two laws passed in Republican-run states are constitutional, one from Florida, the other from Texas. The Florida law bans tech companies from suspending the accounts of political candidates. The Texas law makes it illegal for tech companies to remove political content based on someone's viewpoint, even if it's hate speech. Supporters of these laws say social media platforms have been censoring users, especially those with conservative or religious views. But tech companies argue they have a right under the First Amendment to set their own standards to prevent misinformation.
It's about government.
Yeah, small government conservatism is when you have to like my posts. Okay? If you don't like my posts and engage in my posts, then you're doing something that I consider to be illegal. Do you understand? You have to watch the HasanAbi broadcast. You have to subscribe at the top of the hour. You must not see a 3-minute ad break. Do you understand? That's how it works. If you don't subscribe, it's illegal. Bakers don't have to make gay cakes, but social media companies have to allow people to say the N-word without censorship. $34 MKD50. Thank you for the 50 gifted subs. Yeah. 1984, big government. Big government forcing. The Nicki song is stuck in my head too, chatter. Don't worry.
In this case, Republican government, forcing a private platform to say something it doesn't want to say. It would be like the government going into Chipotle and telling them that they have to serve.
Many people have understood the message, and they're forcibly gifting subs right now at gunpoint. Okay? You see that? That's big government working, baby. That's the nanny state. Forcing 34 MKD50 to give 50 gifted subs.
Serve hamburgers because people want hamburgers.
Restaurants don't have an expressive right to exclude Black people or Jewish people from their restaurants because they want to make a point. Similarly, the platforms, which again are
these are such idiotic arguments. It would be like telling a restaurant that it is illegal to force a customer out for like harassing the employees. Like, that is a infinitely better legal argument. What the fuck are these people saying? Okay. Yes, restaurants should not be able to stop serving Black customers. That is enshrined in the law. The reason why it's enshrined in the law is because restaurants refuse to do so for quite some time. But every single restaurant can say no to a fucking asshole if they are yelling at the customers and if they're yelling at the employees. This is akin to the Texas government stepping in and saying, no, you are not allowed to kick out a customer that is like screaming the N-word. You have a right to refuse service to people, specifically, racist people, transphobic people, bigoted people. It is ridiculous that the supposed small government conservatives would step in and be like, no, you can't do that. You will go to jail.
The Supreme Court has called our public square can't exclude people they don't like to make some obscure and not quite clear expressive point.
Both laws would allow tech companies to be sued for violations. The lawmakers in Florida and Texas say they're trying to regulate the business actions of tech companies, not their freedom of speech. This case could have far-reaching implications, from what you see about the presidential election to even how spam is regulated. The justices are expected to issue a ruling by this summer.
Hi, everyone. George Steph.
That's great, man. Thank you. Anyway,